Hel- Hello guys, welcome to Albumin Mania. It is a great day as usual, and today in this video we're going to see something creepy. It is about my medical school dissection classes in Indian medical schools. Dissection classes are the part of medical school teaching where a doctor practically learns anatomy. These are places where real human dead bodies are cut open in a more professional way. Yes, the human bodies are cut with a small surgical knives and the parts are visualized according to certain manuals and books explaining these procedures. It is important that we do not damage the structures, so manuals are important too. Just like we draw a picture on a cardboard, our practical dissection classes would be. Like a pencil, we hold this knife and slice the skin slowly. The knives are so sharp that the pressure we give are equal to that of handling a smartphone screen. The skin will separate just like zips open from each other. These classes are a part of our first year medical school subjects where we spend about a year to learn them. Our classes will last for 2 hours every day where we are tasked to expose these organs and structures according to certain manuals. Anatomy is a subject that explains the part of our body, organs and blood vessels. Blood vessels are like pipelines in our body that carry blood and other liquids across the body. Or simple to say, this subject is our body's Google map. I remember my first dissection class. Entering inside, I found that everyone were excited. They got their dissection manuals in one hand, nodding their heads intermittently while reading the book, got out their surgical blades on the other, and a serious expression were so felicitous to watch. A few were nervous, and one such nervous classmate of mine was a pretty girl and cannot be missed among a crowd. Suddenly, she started crying. It was not unusual to see someone cry in class, but here it was not good. We asked her friends and heard them say that she recognizes the cadavers as one of her own relatives. This puts all of us in agony because to see someone's relation on a place like this is not so easy to put up with. By the end of the year, the whole body will be sliced into pieces, and the poor girl must watch this inhuman heart. The girl continued to weep. We tried to console her, we didn't know what to do. By this time, our professors were informed. There was a huge gathering around this place, and when our professors came, they went through the records. They showed no relationship between the girl and the dead. When she was informed about this, she wanted to make a phone call. She was given permission to speak. After a call, she became normal. In fact, she changed her emotions as if this incident did not happen. We became curious to know the person behind her change. So we went near her and asked her who it was on the other side of her call. What she said shocked us. She said it was the person whom she thought was on the table lying dead. Seeing this face on the table has given her her memories of this person and imagined a situation of him lying dead on a table. In the end, we realized that we should be the person crying to have a great start ahead. Cadavers are safe, non-real, and are like a dark mannequin doll from a cloth shop. The first time when I saw a cadaver made me realize this. I was afraid to touch it, but my professors encouraged me to go forward. He asked me to get used to it, at least for the sake of passing this exam. The whole body looked inhuman, so there was no reason to freak out. I still remember touching its skin. It was like a leather toy, like touching an ox hide. It was very hard, like a sun-dried unprocessed leather put on an oily medium. My fingers would really go bad after these classes. In my first few classes, I showed no emotion. I was just staring at the dead, looking at all the details my mind could possibly read, and experience how really a cadaver would look. When days passed, things became normal. We knew there is no possible way these things are going to jump up out of the bed. In the beginning, we used to stare from our hostel room and imagine situations on how they would move around during the dead silent night. But as days passed, we imagined how to learn them more effectively. Before they bring it to the dissection hall, they process the body. The blood from the body will be removed and the skin would turn really dark. The hair will be removed so that our dead friend doesn't look like a metallic singer. That would be really freaking out. I remember in my college, the body was put in a tank filled with formalin. Each and every day, the body will be brought from the formalin tank to our dissection table. The body will be dropping this chemical on the floor. The smell of formalin would diffuse several meters away from the dissection hall. Formalin is a chemical substance that is used to prevent the body from decomposing. Formalin injection in a dead body will separate blood just like water separates oil from any medium. Blood floats in these substances. These are also a part of processing. This chemical has a strong pungent smell that will sustain the odor even after a complete soap wash. And to enhance the discernment, our lunch would follow. People knowingly or unknowingly donate their body under the name of medical research do not get buried or cremated. As soon as the donor dies, his body is sent for processing, where blood and hair are removed. We do not know what else happens there. Whatever may it be, I'm sure it is not a peaceful sight to watch. Buying a cadaver is not easy, both financially and energy spent to get our hands on a cadaver. Even for a medical college with good reputation, it is very difficult. There are various formalities and legal barriers it has to cross before entering into the dissection hall. India spends around 5 crores each year and each cadaver costs around 40,000 rupees. There is a big demand even if the bargain comes around at 90,000. It is very important for a college to have the required number of cadavers, and in such high demand, this is not the only gate. There are other ways too. Local workers in processing industries try to grab some opportunities. They go to a nearby grave and dig out the dead. The body will start to decompose only after 24 hours. Once the relatives leave the grave, local workmen dig it out and hand it over to the processing men. A professional graduate doing such a job may sound bad, but in order to teach a budding generation of doctors who are responsible for our future health, we just find it tolerable. This subject is important. If doctors are not able to practically visualize what they are learning, then understanding a patient will be very difficult. Their decisions might even hurt the patient if they are in confusion. Also, I do not think we have an alternate option either. What do you think about this? If you have an alternate option, please do let me know. Use this comment section below. At the end of the year, the body will be completely separated. Organs will be stored as potters, put in a glass jar, and displayed in a museum. The bones will be hanging on a stand next to them. Unnecessary parts, body fat, skin tissues will be disposed. Now the dead won't even have an identity. We have come to the end of this video. You can use this icon below to like this video. You can click on this icon to get to my playlist and see more of my collections. If you want your friends or family members to know this, share it with anyone or anywhere. If you want to share your thoughts or opinions about the story, use this comment section below. You can also ask me your questions and I will answer them. I have more incidents like this. If you want to listen to them, click on the subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye.